Close. We'll close.
Subscriptions, I need to go there. Yeah. Upcoming, yeah. Okay. Wait, it's not coming here.
It's coming.
It's not coming, it's not coming.
There's an option here, close it.
No, it should come. If he's done it, it should come. Yeah. Oh, it's live.
It is.
What are you seeing? Okay. Here, yeah. Correct. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Before this passage that we have selected, there is this passage in the Kaṭha Upaniṣad which says, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gurotmana prakashate. Esha atma, this self. Esha, this meaning the one that is experienced by us, that is evident to us, which you know as ourself. Sarveshu bhuteshu, the atma, the self as consciousness, it resides in all the beings. Na prakashate, it shines, resides in the heart of all the beings as aham, 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 as I. On one hand, it is self-effulgent, self-revealing, and therefore we all know our existence. We know, each one of us knows that we are, each I am. So on one hand, the self being self-revealing consciousness, each one of us is aware of our existence, our being, that I am a conscious being. So that way the Atma shines, it cannot but shine because it is the nature to shine. Just as it is the nature of the sun to shine, because sun is embodiment of light, and so also the Atma, the self, is embodiment of consciousness, therefore it shines. Meaning that we are always aware of ourselves. There cannot be a moment when I am not aware of myself. Except when I am fast asleep or such, such experience. Other than that, I am always aware of myself. And Vedanta teaches that something can become problem to me only when I am aware of that. In the famous rope snake example, the rope can become a problem to me by creating in me this false notion of snake. And that way would create in me fear. So rope that is innocent by nature can thus, because of the false notion, create fear in me. But for that, I must be aware of the rope. If there is total darkness and I do not see the rope, then that is not going to happen. So they explain how does this so-called rope snake superimposition, projection take place. That I am aware of that object, that it is there, but I am not aware quite that it is a rope. See, this is a very unique situation. That while maybe taking a walk in the garden, I see that object lying on the side, but perhaps do not quite recognize what it is. And therefore, what in fact is a rope could create in me this notion of a snake. If I did not see the rope at all, then this would not happen. If I saw the rope as a rope, then also this would not happen. I see the rope, I do not see it as a rope. This is a unique situation in which what Vedanta calls adhyasa or superimposition takes place. These were adhyasa. You may have heard, or you must know these were adhyasa, very famous in Vedanta. And Bhashyakara, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, introduced this concept of adhyasa in his introduction to the Brahma Sutra Bhashya. saying that there is a dhyasa or this false notion about ourselves in our life. How do you say there is ignorance? Ignorance is not something that we can objectify or we can see. That there is ignorance is inferred from the effect of ignorance, which is called dhyasa, superimposition, false notions, false conclusions. And each one of us entertains about ourselves false notions, false conclusions. How do you say, Swami? Because the basic conclusion that I have about myself is that I am a limited being. I am a small, limited, inadequate, lacking, wanting being, which may express in different terms, but this is the idea that I am a lacking person, a wanting person, a needy person. I need to do something, need to get something, need to become something in order to feel all right. So what happened? So far nothing went?
No.
So far
Everything is good.
everything's good. All right. He just turned like that away from me. So this is the basic situation in life of a human being, that we are born with this false conclusion, false notion, false opinion about ourselves. And we cannot but have the conclusion about ourselves because we are self-conscious beings. And thus each one of us is born with this conclusion that I am a limited being. I may call myself father, mother, son, doctor, etc. But in each one of those ideas, a sense of limitedness is always involved. When you are a wealthy person, a well-known person, a powerful person, a successful person, or maybe even a sovereign, whatever I think I am, in each one of them, the idea that I am a limited being is always associated. Because I'm always aware that I am a limited being. Well, if I was comfortable with the idea of being limited, there would be no problem. But I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with the idea that I'm a limited being. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu ghodotmana prakashate. The self, that is Brahman, the consciousness, the limitless, that shines in the heart of all the living beings. When na prakashate does not shine, it shines, then still does not shine. It shines that I am, therefore the Atma shines. We are always aware of ourselves. And still, it does not shine there, meaning that it does not shine that I am Brahman. In reality, I am limitless. If Atma revealed itself as limitless, how wonderful would that have been? There is no problem in life. No problem at all, of any kind. If the self was shining, and therefore I was aware that I am a complete being, a limitless being, there would have been no problem of any kind. This universe would be like Brahmaloka. Everybody would be just happy, blissful. That is how it should have been. But what is quite contrary to that, because the Atma that is limitless, unfortunately, shines as a limited being. If it did not shine, no problem, like in deep sleep, no problem. But as soon as I wake up, I become aware of myself that I am a limited being, which is a wrong notion. If I was really a limited being, I would have been comfortable. We are comfortable with things that are natural. The fact that I am not comfortable means that I do not know naturally what I am. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gurotmana prakashate. Atma, as though Gudaha, hidden in the hearts of all the living beings, reveals its existence but does not shine its true nature of being Brahman, being limitless. So this describes the problem in human life. But Swami, how about other creatures, animals, and they have no problem. Because they're conscious being all right, but they're not self-conscious being. Yeah, but still. I think a cow must be conscious that I'm a cow. And a dog must be conscious that I'm a dog. It may not know the word dog. And cow, since not educated, may not know that I'm a cow. So it knows when it sees a buffalo, it knows it is different. When it sees grass, it knows that it is something to be eaten. So the person with a raised, stick in his hand knows this is a danger here. So that way a cow is an awareful being, but its awareness does not extend to the awareness that human being has that I am a limited being. Cow doesn't have that complex. Therefore, a cow is a happy being. A buffalo is a happy being. It sits in the water from morning to evening with no worries in the world. No stresses. How nice would it be, Swami? I come home with so much stress for a day in the work and I see the buffalo sitting there in water when I went to work, and when I came back, it's still sitting there. Sometimes we do become jealous of these creatures. But Bhagavan has given us this self-consciousness, which is the cause of all our misery, but it is also the cause of our freedom. If the self-consciousness is used properly, not used properly, it is cause of all the miseries. If it is used properly, it is the cause of our freedom. That is when the Upanishad comes into play. How to recognize what is shining as the Atma? The self is not recognized by anybody, or generally by us. What is to be done? Drishyate tu akriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshini. There is a way of knowing the self. The reason why I do not recognize the true nature of self is not because the self does not shine in its true nature, except that my sight is not where the self is, my sight is elsewhere. Drishyate tu agriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshini. Upanishad says that what we need is sukshma buddhi. And the mind that enjoys sukshmata, subtlety, ekagrata, single-pointedness, focus. What Vedanta says, antaraga shuddhi and antaraga naishalyam, the purification of mind and the single-pointedness of the mind. That's what the Upanishad says. How do we do that? So how do we get that Shuddha Buddhi? How do we get that Ekagra Buddhi? And that means is taught in the Bhagavad Gita and other texts also. How to live a life? What should be our attitudes? What is important in life is not so much as what we do, as the attitude with which we do. The values that we follow when we do something. These two things are important in our life, the values and attitudes. That's what Lord Krishna teaches in the Bhagavad Gita, the values and attitudes. Mainly attitudes. So Lord Krishna teaches how to bring about the purification of mind in the process of doing our day-to-day activities. We need not do anything special. Day-to-day means the kartavya, the duties that we are supposed to perform. So Bhagavad Gita starts with the idea of duty. What is proper for me to do in a given situation? Every situation expects me to respond in a certain way. And I respond to a situation as I am expected to do. That's easy, Swami. Not always easy. I'm expected to respond as a son should respond, as a daughter should respond, as father should respond, as mother should respond. Well, that's big. That's nice, Swami. Not always. Mother means that these children, they may finish up everything that is cooked, leaving nothing for her. If I was mother, I would have a hard time. Our mother did not have a hard time. Even today's mothers also don't have, but I would have a hard time. When the children are in the process of finishing everything, I would keep a few things away. So that after they have finished everything, something is left for me. Mothers are very stupid creatures, they don't do this, and therefore they may stay hungry also. But so this is how being mother or father, that is what Ramayana shows, what it is to be a son. It's not easy. Thank God that we don't have to sacrifice as much as Lord Rama had to do. But some sacrifice is required in playing every role. We cannot play any role properly unless we are willing to let go. Let go of what suits me sometimes and do something that suits you even though it would not suit me. That is called duty. When your priority becomes more important than my priority, and therefore a willingness on my part to let go of my priority, let go of my demand, let go of my needs in order to fulfill your needs. It's not always easy. Sometimes this is challenging. When the needs clash, then there is challenge. As my needs are fulfilled while fulfilling your needs, everything is fine. While fulfilling your needs, I have to let go of my needs. To feed my son, I may have to stay hungry. Yeah, now that it's a different thing whether I'm willing to do that or not. So a duty, the performance of duty usually requires self-sacrifice. The Vedic culture is based on dharma, and dharma means duty. Well, there are many meanings of the word dharma, but an important meaning is duty. The Vedic culture is based on duty. That automatically brings about karma yoga. Because in performing my duty towards you, your needs become more important than my needs. Therefore, I should be willing to let go of my needs. So it always involves letting go. I'm sure all of you have experience of duties, particularly women have a lot of experience. And particularly you are confronted with someone who is not sensitive. If you keep on letting go of your needs and the person thinks that it is his or her right, then it becomes difficult. If they are also sensitive, recognize that yes, this person is sacrificing this for me and therefore I also willingly do return the favor, it works out very well. But sometimes it is not the case, and so a person feels then a sense of injustice, sense of deprivation. So Lord, in India, this duty is an excellent concept for a spiritual growth, but hardly anybody grows by performance of duty. Duty is a basic concept in Veda. And it is meant for the spiritual growth of everybody. Because this Vedic culture is based on dharma. The artha and kama, they will be byproducts of dharma. What we primarily do is follow dharma. Artha kama will come along, they say. You plant a tree, and then the flowers and fruits will come, then the fragrance also will come, the shade also will come. They are byproducts. You plant a tree for fruits, but as byproducts, you also get the shade, you also get the fragrance. So also you follow dharma, as a byproduct, artha kama will come. Therefore, ideally in Vedic society, artha kama do not become the object of goals. Dharma becomes a goal and artha and kama come as a byproduct. By the way, this is a tall order. But the extent to which we can fulfill that, to that extent, this becomes a means of our inner growth, spiritual growth. And this Vedic society, the whole concept is based on creating an atmosphere of spiritual growth for everybody. That is Dharma. Because the Vedic culture is based on moksha as the goal. And our life should be such that ultimately progression leads to moksha. So these are very subtle and very tall orders. This is what Hindu society, so it becomes difficult. And slowly people find it more and more difficult to live up to these expectations, and then we have many transgressions. But this idea of duty, it automatically brings about karma yoga. Drishyate tu agriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshini. Because the purpose of prescribing a life of that name, like that, is not so much the material prosperity, etc. It is to enable us to acquire that sukshma buddhi. And then ekagra buddhi. Sukshma buddhi means the mind free from the distractions of raga-dvesha. And therefore the mind also enjoys, as the raga-dvesha reduce, automatically man enjoys also a focus, concentration. Drishyate tu agriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshini. So this is life that is prescribed in Vedas, by which progressively we keep acquiring sukshma buddhi, meaning getting rid of raga-dveshas, and mind becomes more thinking, contemplative mind. And as raga-dveshas go, the distractions also reduce and the mind becomes focused. It doesn't end there. Drishyate, the ultimate purpose is to see the Atma, know the Atma. And we have to, for that purpose, perform the, carry out the other steps. Therefore, the first step in the life is performing our actions and duties with Ishvara Buddhi as an offering to Ishvara. Swakarmana tamabhyacha siddhim vindati manava. Lord Krishna says that performing your duties as an offering to Ishvara, you become perfected. You become accomplished. The beauty about this is that at every step we keep discovering happiness. That this has its own reward. This attitude of letting go or giving importance to the needs of others doesn't go unrewarded. It may not be rewarded in terms of the artha and kama or, wealth, etc. It certainly gets rewarded in terms of inner peace and happiness. And Vedanta says that what you ultimately need is happiness. Atmastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Anything is dear to me because what is dear to me is the pleased self. What I really love is the pleased self. Upaniṣad says Atmastu kamaya, for the sake of self that we love it. But Puja Swami added one adjective there. For the sake of pleased self. Right? That's wonderful. That each one of us loves the pleased self. We love to be pleased with ourselves. And whatever we do is for the sake of the pleased self. And this is a way to accomplish that pleased self by these right attitudes and values. So this is what Veda is just based on the basic perception of life. That happiness and success are to be discovered as one's own self. They are not outside of you. Success is not outside of you. Happiness is not outside of you. It is your own self. If it is my own self, how come I don't feel it? Then you have to do what is required for you to feel that. Right now in this hall itself there may be wonderful music going on by great musicians, but we cannot hear them with our ears. We need an extension of ear in terms of maybe a transistor or something like that. Similarly also we need an extension of our mind, purification of mind, to be able to recognize the truth about ourselves. Drishyate tvagreya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadashivihi. That this is the task that is left to us. If Atma revealed itself as Ananda, there would be nothing to be done by us. It would have been nice. But unfortunately, Atma is Ananda, reveals itself as Dukhi. The self, which is Ananda by nature, unfortunately, reveals itself not only Ananda, but as Dukhi. In my conclusion, I am a Dukhi, unhappy person. From then on, we have to turn around. We turn around the world around ourselves to make ourselves happy. Leaving ourselves intent. Upaniṣad says, you need to turn around yourself. in this way. Agrya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. By sukshma buddhi, by ekagra buddhi, you can recognize, you can experience the true nature of yourself. Experience will work there. Understand that experience must be there for knowledge. For us to recognize, this law of gravity, etc., there must be experience of an apple falling. All knowledge is the result of experience. We do not equate knowledge with experience. But knowledge is the understanding of experience. Therefore, the self should, my mind should become happy. That experience of happiness should be there for me to recognize that happiness is my nature. I cannot be an unhappy, miserable person and then recognize that happiness is myself. Doesn't work. Therefore, the first step is to become happy. How do you do that? By antahkarana shuddhi, by purification of mind, by removing the obstacles to happiness. Happiness is supposed to be my nature. The raga dveshas, attachment, aversion are denying me the happiness which is my nature. I am denied, I am deprived of the benefit of my true nature. That peace is my nature, love is my nature, happiness is my nature. I don't need to beg love from others. Please love me. I don't have to. Because you are embodiment of love. Why don't I feel then, Swami? Start giving it. You're embodiment of happiness. How do you feel? Start giving. That's what Lord Krishna says. Start giving. Be a contributor. Of what? Of love. Contributor of happiness, contributor of love, to recognize that happiness and love is my nature. How do I contribute love, Swamiji? How can I do that? They don't require a vehicle. How do you express your love, let's say on the birthday of your friend? You send your friend a card, some gift. They are just tokens. But love needs a vehicle for expression. How does a person know that I love that person? I love you, but I don't see, I love you. How do I know? When you do something for somebody. Gift is a simple thing, but basically do something for somebody. Make them happy, love them. How can I prove that I love you only when I do something which expresses that love in action? That's what karma yoga is. Karma yoga is that Atma has to be made evident. Atma of the nature of love and happiness. How to make it evident? By giving it. What's your karma? So let karma of the duty become the vehicle for you to contribute. Contribute what? Happiness or love. And Pujya Swami says, change yourself from a consumer to a contributor, meaning that don't ask for favor, for love, happiness. Give it. So nobody wants it. Depends on how you give it. In giving also there is a method. Sometimes you give in such a manner that people don't want it. Dushyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. Upaniṣad says, be sukshmadarshi. Sukshmaya buddhya, make your mind sukshma, subtle, sensitive. Subtle means sensitivity. Ultimately, happiness depends on sensitivity. The world is right there, beautiful world of trees and flowers and sky and fragrances and what beautiful world is there around us. What about a buffalo? Put a rose flower in front of what will it do? Eat at them. What will it do? You think buffalo? I don't know. Can it enjoy that fragrance? Does it know difference in two flowers? Does it know difference in two colors? I don't think so. It has not evolved to a point of being sensitive. Evolution is measured by sensitivity. The human being is the most evolved being because he is the most sensitive being. But then also a lot of evolution remains to be done. We become so sensitive that we become sensitive to Atma. So Ishvara has made us human beings and made us sensitive beings. Yes, sensitive is not that I get hurt every time and that's not what we mean by sensitivity. When somebody looks at me like that is, but sensitivity is the ability to feel. And that is also called Sukshma Buddhi. How do I know, Swami, that I am progressing? When you become more and more sensitive. More and more sensitive about what is around you, sensitive about the feelings of others, the needs of others. That way we can connect to others. Let's go Sukshma Buddhi. Vedanta talks about the Antahkara Shuddhi, purification of mind. So how do I know that my mind is being purified? In this manner, that I find myself more and more sensitive. In sensitivity, there is a problem also that you may get hurt also easily. This Vedic chanting, more you know Vedic chanting, more miserable you are. When you go to temple and listen to people, reciting Rudram and things like that in the morning. 15 people reciting each one in their own way, I guess. Then it hurts you because you become very sensitive. Sensitive of grammar. Anytime anybody uses the wrong word in the wrong way, khichdi. Sometimes in the khichdi there's a little pebble. Similarly, this is like pebble in khichdi. So that's the price you have to pay for being sensitive. Then what should we do? Then also grow in our accommodation, compassion. Let it be. Then also is all right. Then somebody makes a mistake, is okay. Somebody is not sensitive, all right. Somebody behaves like this is okay. Somebody is such and so is okay. That is how sensitivity then will make us comfortable, otherwise it will make us miserable. Drishyate tvagriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshini sukshmata ekagrata buddhi. And that just happens by living our day-to-day life with proper attitudes and values. No big deal. Nothing special has to be done. If you do that also, it's all right. Like going to temple and reciting and chanting, that's certainly helpful, very helpful. They call special karma. And they also help in Antahkara Shuddhi and everything. Swami, I never go to temple. Don't go. I would wish that you go, but I think, okay. Many people just come to the classes, leave their spouse, and drive back, and then again come back, at the end of the class, pick her up very sincerely. They're very sincere to the spouse. But for years together, these fellows never attended a single class. Yeah, it never occurred to that person that I should also do this. That sensitivity is not there. Even if he comes to class, he just loses off all the time. To be able to enjoy Vedanta also, we need a sensitivity of mind. To enjoy any good thing in life also. As our Puja Swami used to say, that this man is a wealthy person, and so he had this chamber music, and he invited Bhimsen Joshi. And he started the alapa, and this fellow was in Brahmaloka, the listener. Then you woke up and Brahmacharya, and then Joshi says, what do you want to listen? I want to listen to Satanak. And that's what I just finished. So that's where we can. So happiness, understand that in Vedanta, moksha is whenever it will come. We want to be happy. This is a way of becoming happy in life. And there is no other way to become happy. There are ways of becoming, wealthy, etc., which you may as well. But the only way to become happy is this. If people are not paid attention to this self-growth, then you can see a person can have everything that is worldly and still can be miserable. Because the inner growth has not taken place. And if that takes place, you don't need anything other than you also. I am enough to make myself happy, and I am enough to make myself miserable. And this is how I will transform myself. Dushyate tvagya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshi. When it says, become sukshmadarshi, cultivate that sukshma buddhi, the subtlety of the mind, sensitivity of the mind. Because Brahman is the most sensitive thing. They talk of experience. Call it experience. Like that music, when I hear, I just doze off because my mind is not sensitive. So also Brahman is shining in my heart, I am not sensitive. So I doze off. Meaning that I turn away from that. More sensitivity I cultivate, more and more I recognize what my true nature is, what the true dimension is, what my true greatness is. Upanishad that way is a very beautiful Upanishad. Mahantam virumatmanam matva dhiro na shochari. Dhiraha, the wise people, na shochari, becomes free from all sorrow. Mahantam virumatmanam matva, knowing the Atma as Mahan, as Vibhu. Upanishad is inviting us to pay attention to our own self and recognize the true dimension of ourselves. That we are unhappy not because Atma deserves to be unhappy, because we have this false notion about ourselves, and therefore to recognize the truth about ourselves. So I see our Viditatmananda here. I don't know if he has a plan.
After the class. After Swamiji finishes the class.
Yeah, okay. I'm essentially finished. The timings. So then, after this follows the mantra that we are doing, Uttishtara Jagrata. I will continue with that. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Pranams to Swamiji and Swamiji for teaching mantra from Upanishad. Thank you and your children for spending the weekend to attend this camp. Thanks to Bala Gurukulam teachers and organizers. We thank Dr. Pramod Deshmukh and Malati Shankar for putting together a more comprehensive program to introduce all of you to the Gurukulam. In particular, we would like to thank our wonderful staff and the kitchen chef Ram and Tara Ben, as well as the housing and maintenance teams. Our thank goes out to Karthik, Sahadev, and the entire audio-video system for providing us with a flawless sound system. It would be helpful if Indiraji could mention a few points about patron membership and giving methods to the Gurukulam at 12:15 p.m. after Swamiji's class. Camp will continue until Monday lunchtime. You are welcome to contact us with any questions about the Gurukulam that will make your stay easy and fulfilling. Why we are here with all this, I don't know. I'm delighted to announce that today is the Sanyasa Diksha Day as per the Tithi of Swami Viditatmananda ji.
I knew some conspiracy was there.
It's a celebration for the students more than a teacher. On behalf of all of us, I request Swami Muktatmanji to offer garland to Swamiji and Priest Ganeshan to offer Purna Kumbham with Nakaramana mantra, and all of you can join. On this auspicious day of Sanyasa, I would like Swamiji to say a few words. Namaste Swamiji.
त्यागे नैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नातं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितात्मा सन्न्यासयोगा यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः हे ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्वभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमद्य सर्गस्थम् तत्रापि दह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव.
Thank you so much, Sachidanji, and on your Swamiji's behalf and your behalf. I request Swamiji to say a few words. Pranam Swamiji.
So 83, 17 and 24, how many is that? 41. That is the number of years, I guess, when the Sanyasa Diksha was given to me by Puja Swami in 1983. on the banks of Narmada at Rishikesh. By bank of Ganga in Rishikesh, right? Which was a great privilege and a very naturally the most important event in the life of a person. Sanyasa is given by the Guru. And I would like to believe that it shows recognition that Guru has for the disciple. That disciple has become fit for sannyasa. But sannyasa simply means renunciation. Samyak nyasa, nyasa means abandoning something, giving up something. Samyak nyasa, giving up gracefully. So letting go or giving up. Sanyasa is generally known as renouncing. Your duty is renouncing your duties as well as your rights. Now I have no duties towards the world. At the same time, I have no claim to anybody. So sannyasi renounces his duties and also renounces his claim, meaning that now I am not obliged to anybody and nobody is obliged to me, meaning I have no claim on anybody. Please do this to me, etc., etc. Meaning ideally a sannyasi is now under the sky, under the shelter of Ishvara. In those days, ideally, a sannyasi had to beg his bhiksha from the members of the society. Because sannyasa ideally means giving up fire. So far the person in the Vedic culture, a person performs rituals, and rituals always involve fire. And so sannyasa means giving up fire. And fire is in two places. One is fire is in the Vedi, in the homa. Second is fire in the kitchen. So you give both the kinds of fire. There were ideally a sannyasi doesn't cook, doesn't have anything to sustain himself. This was the ideal. In ancient days, sannyasis were wandering monks, parivrajaka, and they were totally dependent upon the mercy or the favor of the society. But then fortunately the Vedic society had a value for giving alms to sannyasis. They thought that they were blessed when they had an opportunity to give alms to a sannyasi. So it worked out quite well. Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, a sannyasi goes and stands in front of the house and says, Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, may Bhavati, may your venerable Sir Lady give me the Bhiksha. And that woman also, or householder also, thought it was a privilege and a joy to give Bhiksha. So it worked out very well. And so sannyasi was free from all botheration of cooking, etc. Cooking means what? It is big management. It's not just cook. You have to collect all the material for cooking and then clean the vessel. A lot of things are involved. If Swami cooks, then everything is done by somebody else. That's a different thing. Cooking is a luxury. But otherwise, for a sannyasi who has no other resources, he has to collect materials. And so that was not possible. And so fire, in terms of the hearth kitchen also was given up. And sannyasi had the privilege. Kshudyadisya vichikitsatam pratidhanam bhikshaushadam bhujyatam. Swadvannam nasu yachyatam vidivashat praptena santushyatam. In a small hymn called Sadhana Panchakam, composed by Adi Shankaracharya ji, says, Kshudvyadishcha chikitsatam. This ksudha, or the hunger is a vyadhi, is a recurring disease. Recurs every day. Chikitsatam, there, even a sannyasi also should appease that hunger. That is also his duty. Shudvyadi pratidinam bhikshausadam bhujyata. Ausadam. Because kshuda is vyadi, so you ausadam, the medicine. Therefore, that bhiksha is in the spirit of medicine. Is not an object of pleasure. It serves as a medicine to appease or cure the disease of hunger. Swadvannam nasu yachyatam. A sannyasi should not ask for delicious food. Amma, so what have you cooked today? I'll come back on Friday and so maybe this and this. Swadvannam tu yachyatam. We will not ask for delicious food. Vidivasat praptena santushyatam. You totally surrender yourself to the hands of prarabdha, or the destiny, and whatever destiny chooses for you, santushyatam, may you have contentment, satisfaction with what comes to you by destiny. So ideally this is how it used to be for the sannyasi. Anyway, the reason, purpose is to make the sannyasi free from all other activities and other engagements, so that he has all his time for contemplation. Sanyasa ideally is taken for nididhyasa. Although sannyasa can be taken for shravan also. Sanyasya shravan kuryat. So renounce your duties and devote yourself to shravan, listening to the teacher. So even a shrota is also a sannyasi. And sannyasi's duty is only shravanam, mananam, vididhyasam, and going out for appeasing hunger. So his minimum duties, minimum engagement, so that all the time and energy are available now to devote for the purpose for which he has taken the sannyasi. It's not to create one more beggar. It's not to create one more burden on the society. That is why society thought it's privilege to support a sannyasi. Because he was a great blessing. He devoted. You always appreciate somebody who lives a life of renunciation, life of devotion and commitment. Society appreciated that, and therefore the sannyasis are always supported. They're still supported. But purpose of sannyasa is so that I can devote myself totally to pursuit of knowledge or abiding in the knowledge. Samyak jnasa. Puja Swami always emphasized what is sanyasa, samyak jnasa. Jnasa, giving up something. Samyak jnasa, giving up very well. What is meant by giving up very well? He would give an example of this schoolboy who was very fond of playing with marbles. Time of examination, mother says, no more marbles. Sit here, study. That fellow is his face against the wall and looks like he's sitting easily. Because he sees, here is friends, playing marbles. So there is marble sannyasa. Marble is outwardly given up, but inwardly not given up. See, nyasa but not sannyasa. Just to distinguish, Swami would define sannyasa this way. There is given up marbles, all right, that's called Sanyasa. Giving up marbles, but Sanyasa. Giving up marbles even in the mind. When he grows up, and he becomes father, then now he plays with his son, and whether he wins a few marbles, that does not mean has no meaning. Then he becomes a marble sannyasi. Because he won the marbles, no problem, lost them. So this is how sannyasi means one who is free from these attachments, aversions. Doesn't feel a sense of loss. When we give up something, often there is a sense of loss. I give up, all right. Like we observe fast, do all these austerities. And then 12 o'clock comes and hunger is there in this stomach, and then you remember, I wish I was eating, then look at my friend is enjoying his lunch and here feels a sense of loss. Samyak jnasa, where there is no sense of loss. That jnasa gives you, sannyasa gives you freedom. So sannyasa means freedom of the mind, which freedom is then utilized for pursuit of knowledge of what is required to be done. So sannyasa means freedom, which comes from vairagya. The most important qualification for sannyasa is vairagya, the detachment, meaning freedom from raga and dvesha. So, ideal sannyasa, of course, is different. Where Swami used to say that we all take Viditatmananda sannyasa. So sannyasa also of two kinds, Viditatmananda sannyasa and Vidvat sannyasa. Vividisha, Veditamitcha, the desire to know. Our scriptures or the tradition permits sannyasa for pursuit of knowledge also. Tat vijnanartham saguru viva vigachet samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. When there arises that strong desire for knowledge, then you are given consent to drop everything and go to good teacher, taking sannyasa. That's called Vividisha sannyasa. Sannyasa taken from Vividisha, Veditamitcha, for desire for the purpose of fulfilling desire for knowledge. As a result comes a real sannyasa. It's called Vidvat sannyasa, by virtue of knowledge. So Puji Swami says, sannyasi also has to become sannyasi. If Vividisha sannyasi has to become a Vidvat sannyasi, one of wise in knowledge. So that's our goal, to become Vidvat sannyasi. In that sense, sannyasa is considered to be the most important ashrama or stage of life. And is the goal for everybody, in fact. Whether we are able to fulfill that goal or whether it is possible or the circumstances allow us is a different thing. But the Vedic culture has a great value for this. And I consider myself privileged that I could do that. Swami invited, but still he could respond because there was no other engagement, no other commitment. Okay. No, Swami, let me finish this, then I'll come to you. Fortunately, there was no such thing, no commitment. In fact, our course in Sandipani Sadhanalaya, because I used to live in United States with one of my friends, Ramaswamy, so we both went from here to attend the course. He had some family obligation, thereby he had to return to US to fulfill those obligations. So Swami said, this fellow is also come from US, he also want to go back. So what is your plan? I said, I have no plan. Oh, I have a plan for you. So I have no plan, nothing to do. It is a very shall I say, auspicious situation when there is nothing to do. Meaning you don't mind doing anything. I have planned for you. So then, this person is available to Swamiji for whatever wants to do. I used to say, what is my service to Puja Swamiji? I have never done anything for him, really. Not even a glass of water. Nothing I have done. These people have served Swamiji so much. I haven't done anything. So what kind of satisfaction I can take is that Puja Swamiji can take me for granted. Meaning that I'm at his disposal. He'll do whatever he wants to do. I mean, that's all the seva that I've done. Otherwise, these people have done so much seva, and they're all very blessed. They have served Swamiji, cook for Swamiji, massage his leg and all sorts of things they have done. I didn't have privilege, I didn't have those skills also, by the way. If I go there, I don't know what to do, But Pratyek Bodhani sometimes would take me with him and he would know about massaging legs and this and that. And he says, you also do, I may do that, but I'm most concerned whether I was helping or hurting. But anyway, so we must acquire some skills to serve. The seva also requires skills to do things. I never acquired any skills to do seva. Pratyek Bodhani was very skilled. He had lots of, he used to sometimes travel with Swami. He knew what Swami's needs were. And he would arrange for his food, arrange for very special things. And good, very privileged person. So, that kind of seva is a privilege. And that's one of the aspects of a disciple. But I have not been that kind of disciple. And still, Swami thought that I was a good disciple, so that's okay. And thus, I'm very happy that we enjoy that love and trust of Puja Swamiji. They say by placing yourself at disposal of Swamiji. Now you do this, okay. Go there, all right. Go here, okay. So first time in Ahmedabad, our classes were going on. Swamiji wanted, I think, me to, what was it? Go to Sandipani Sadhanalaya. People in Ahmedabad would not want. So many people wrote so many letters to Puja Swamiji. So I'm taking over Swamiji. But I had no objection. Swamiji may have invited some other Swamis also and may not have been successful in persuading them, likely. I don't know. But with me there was no problem. All I can say is that's the kind of seva I provided to Puja Swamiji, that he could take me for granted. Use me as he wanted. And so it's all part of Sanyasa, part of being a disciple, part of seva. And overall happy with everything. So today is a Sanyasa Jayanti by way of lunar calendar. English calendar it will be after a few days, but lunar calendar is today. I'm happy that they celebrated this and happy that I am what I am because of the grace of Ishvara Puja Swamiji. I don't want similar grace upon you, but certainly all of you should have that grace. So you get, what it is that we are all aiming for with that.